Hello everyone, and welcome to my next video for the city of Final Fantasy Opera Omnia. And in this video I am going to be taking on the Wyrm of Chaos level 200 LUFENIA quest as part of the new story event that's come out, Act 3, Chapter 3 I believe it is, if I'm not mistaken. And I'm going to be taking a party of Tifa, Bartz and Eald'narche with a Garland friend and an E3 summon. So this is a pretty straightforward stage, to be honest. I do have Eald'narche's LD, I do not have his burst, and I'm actually not going to be working on Eald'narche this time around, unfortunately, because to be honest, while I did enjoy playing with him back in the Chaos era, he is not exactly the most powerful and or efficient as far as things go in LUFENIA, because his damage per turn is somewhat kneecapped by the fact that he requires enemies to take turns, when the LUFENIA meta seems to be all about either denying enemies the ability to take turns or to actually do anything at all. So it's a little bit counterproductive. I'm sure he's still really good if you enjoy him. In fact, the debuff limit has got raised to 8 debuffs on the enemies only, which is fantastic if you like to use a bunch of call effects like I do. So Faris is going to feel right at home here, sitting with her LD on Eald. The only reason I'm bringing Eald'narche is because the boss, once you get it below 50% health, does actually transform into something else and requires you to not let it act. And the easiest way of doing that is to use Eald'narche because it is his event, but to be honest, he's probably not going to be doing much other than just locking the enemies down after they get below the 50% health. And for the rest of it, I've got Bartz with his burst, I've got a Garland friend who's going to be subbing in for Eald, and I've got Tifa, who is just going to be fucking shit up, because that is what she does best at this moment in time. So without further ado, let's jump into it. I have got E3 because we don't have any elemental imperils at this stage. The enemies are actually immune to that. And I don't think that enemies have any sort of resistances. I believe that they have a double resist to magic, which is both unfortunate and a little bit restrictive. But we don't need any magic characters for this, or at least I don't. You know, I'm going along with this team. So I'm actually going to be saving Terra for the boss when it transforms. I'm just going to be going straight in here with an open fire from Eald. I'm just going to be doing that, and to be honest, I am immediately going to be switching over to Garland, and we're going to take it from there. So let's bring in the friend. I do need a little bit of breathing room with the turns here, so I'm not going to go in for the burst effect straight away. I am going to go with Bind of Chaos, which is going to break them, and then it's going to knock them back so you don't get this double turn bullshit going on. There we go, very, very nice. And he should jump up in the turn order to like here after Bartz or something. There we go. Okay, that's good. So we're going to save Jack. I'm just going to go straight in with the battle cry. I'm only going to get an instant 300k damage because Tifa's dumb. Alright, 200k, whatever. You know, I told you, these enemies are a little bit chunky. It is LUFENIA. So we're just going to go in with an LD, all guns blazing, or fists blazing, I guess, as the case may be. Meanwhile, I will pop Circle of Judgment on this guy, because the boss will cleanse when it gets below 50% anyway, so we don't need to worry too much about that. Bash just needs to get up his auras. I think Missile has, Missile has high turn rate, but okay, the enemies are still going to take turns, that's fine. So let's just do the standard Tifa rotation. HP attack into free skill 2. I will respect the break order here, just because, and then into a beat rush, and then, yep, that's about as much damage as their LD does, just all by itself, which is honestly stupid. And then let's go into the burst. So when the enemy goes into this red aura, you need to break it, or you won't deal any damage to it, basically, but I mean, that's why we've got Bartz, right? That's why Bartz is here. And I see absolutely no reason whatsoever not to just go straight into Bartz's burst as well, so that is exactly what I'm going to do. Very, very nice. So you get that flinch due to break message. Let's use double hand so we get Bartz's auras online, the simple mastery. And of course we can stack up Garland's burst effect during this this summon sequence here. So I'm actually gonna, I'm just gonna focus on this guy, and why not? because the burst finisher will break this guy anyway, so... Good shit. That's what we like to see. 1.7 million is not too bad, actually. So yeah, Garland is still running at full force at this point. Tifa needs to refresh her her EX buff soon, rather. So I'm actually going to just delay this guy, like so. In fact, you know what? No, I'm going to do another freaking battle cry here to capitalize on Garland. And let's use Jack as well. Let's just get a under 50% here. There we go, that's what I was waiting for. So it should delay now. Perhaps not quite as much as I would have liked, but a delay is a delay nonetheless. Let's get Jack on there. Good shit, you love to see it. And then I can just use her EX to knock this guy back a bit. Not as much summon charge as I would have liked, but so it goes, so it goes. No reason not to use this. So we really need to get the summon charged here. It's pretty much the objective. Because C needs to not act. If C actually gets a turn, we're all fucked. Okay. So that absolutely needs to not happen. So can I scam turn rate with Bartz here? I actually can. That is fantastic. Does Tifa jump up? No, she doesn't, but we can get another turn with her in here, which is excellent. You'll have to see it. Okay, good. And now we have this situation, where I am going to use Elemental Attack. And now the summon is ready. You'll have to see it. Okay. So I think this is just a straight up LD in summon. I think that's where we're going with this. $21,000 bravery damage. That is leaky like hell, but you'll have to see it. Oh no, this is the last turn I have of Garland. Which means that I guess I do need to use his EX now, because if I don't, then it's forever wasted. I really hoped I could get a little bit more Brave Fill for him there, but never mind, it is what it is. Okie dokes, and we're just going to do the full Tifa rotation, because honestly, why the hell not? Oh, look at that! She even gets turn rate, so we can abuse Garland. Yeah, screw it. It's another 750k there. Very, very chunky damage. Yeah, and to be honest, I guess I will bring in Faris on B. I think we could even have finished this without Eald'narche, because the amount of damage we've just doled out is quite excessive. But nevertheless, so it goes. I'm really in two minds whether I'm even going to bother pulling for Eald'narche's burst weapon or not, to be honest. I mean, I might as well because I've got the resources for it, but I'm definitely not as excited by it as I am by, well, other ones, I guess. I think I've actually screwed myself out of putting on I think I've screwed myself out of putting on freaking Warp anyway. We've got Terror on there, so we don't need to worry about that, but... Let me use freaking missile here. Yeah, and there goes Bahamut. Get fucked. Let's return. And... oh no, whatever shall I do? I think I'll actually launch you while I have the chance to do so. And at this point, we just click all the buttons until Mannequin Eald'narche goes bye-bye, and that's pretty much it. Extremely straightforward. Yeah, nice shield, dickhead. That's not gonna work. Really is an excessive amount of damage though, my goodness. And screw it, another battle cry into beat rush combo, and this guy's as good as dead. You know what? Let's finish it off with a triple launch, just because I feel like it. And you're dead. GG. So that is going to be my clear of what Tifa basically makes into an extremely straightforward LUFENIA quest, and that's probably going to be the theme from here going forwards. I still need to fix her last artifact, but there we go. Yeah, what can I say? The age of Tifa is upon us. So thanks everyone for watching. I hope everyone enjoyed, and until the next time, I will say take care and goodbye.